generalmente poco nuvoloso salvo locali aumenti della nuvolosità sull'arco alpino, dove non si escludono locali più maschi.
You are going into the future.
Ogni famiglia è composta da un maschio e 5 femmine, ognuna delle quali riproduce da 1 a 3 animaletti per cucciolata.
Hello, hello, and welcome into another Awkward Family Gathering with your host, me, Awkward Hero. Hope you all are doing well today. We are gonna get making some random stuff. Not really random, but you know, like probably not something you see every day. I've never done it on this channel. We are going to be making some keychains and some buttons out of old Pokemon cards. That's right. This has become my new identity, is repurposing Pokemon cards. I wish I was joking. Yeah, keychains. Those are coming soon. Those are coming soon. I've made 6 because, as we will see today, they're kind of a pain. But they're super adorable. But I can only do a few at a time because they start to get annoying. So, yeah. Thank you guys for being understanding about Monday. I felt really bad about not streaming on Monday, and I'm like, why do I feel bad? I'm really tired. I would be really, really boring. Well, Nerdy, they're not going anywhere. And with how much you've ordered, I would be well inclined to just send you one. Sir, self-care is best care. Yes, I know. And honestly, I didn't feel that bad, but I ended up doing more work. So it would have been 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. Because I ended up making videos. So it was like I was streaming anyway. But it was definitely a lot slower paced. It was what I needed. And I thought about it today too. I thought about just saying, hey, just go to sleep. Just Go to sleep. Because the yearbook's due this week, and that's my problem. That's been my issue, is the yearbook. And so I've been, if I'm not working on the business, I'm working on the yearbook. And if I'm not working on the yearbook, then I'm streaming. But this is my last yearbook. It's due in 5 days. And it's going to be what it's going to be. That's what I keep telling myself. If I have to just throw pages on a page to call it done. But I think the weirdest part about this yearbook, and the last 3 yearbooks, because I've done the last 3 with my students, is the students and the parents at the middle school never want to share pictures. Because we do a district-wide one. So it's our elementary, our middle school, and our high school. And the elementary, maybe it's because I am an elementary parent and I see lots of pictures. I usually have plenty of elementary pictures. On top of that, our director of marketing is really great about going to the elementary campus and just taking pictures. I get lots of photos from the high school, but I'm at the high school, so that makes sense. And I work with high school students. But the middle school, which is also on our campus, it is literally next door. That is almost all the pages I have left are middle school pages. And I have like 8 pictures. 8 pictures for like 12 pages. So I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this instead. This has brought me peace. When I come home, I'm not thinking about the yearbook. I'm thinking about the wonderful business. Honestly, it's been consuming my every thought. The only thing more consuming of my thoughts is my wife. And that's about it. My kids are up there. I think about them constantly, but it's going so well, and I don't want the ride to stop. It's been 2 weeks, and it's been fun. So, it's not that I'm not giving myself grace. I really am. I'm done with my full-time job. That's what I'm done with. I'm done. This time of year is so hard to be a teacher. Because hormones. I don't need to say any more. Every student wants to fight you. And it's the worst. Like, don't kick the soccer ball down the hallway. If you do that, I'm going to take the soccer ball. What do you mean you're going to keep it away from me? Give me the soccer ball. It's that all day. Even trivial things. Like, okay, time to go to class. Why do we have to? Because I have another class to teach? And then you pair in the chaos of testing, which everyone's on a different schedule, and I'm trying to remember who's going to be in my class which day. This time of year sucks. If you have a teacher friend, and I don't mean me, give them a coffee or a tea and just say, we love you. Or don't do anything. Just leave them alone. That is also a good one. Surprisingly, more teachers would appreciate that than you think. But whatever's your love language. Anyway, so we're going to be making some keychains. My love language is streaming. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. We're going to be making it. I've got our lovely cam here, but I haven't adjusted for the new lighting, so bear with me here. We're going to adjust a little bit here. Tone down the brightness at the very least. Come on. Oh, that's better. There we go. There we go. It's really, it was just brightness. That was a little too much. Maybe tone up the contrast a little bit. Come on. I hate this little slider. Nope, too dramatic. Right there. Right about there. Still a little bright. Maybe the exposure. Well, that's better. There we go. Now we got some natural color and we can pick up that brightness. Gotta get the colors just right. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So we have a little bit. I love you too. So we've got this button maker machine here. Now here's what I'm going to say. If you're wanting to get a button maker, say you're just a crafty kind of person and you love the idea of having thousands of buttons, because that's what I did. And you're looking for a good idea, don't buy the $40 ones. I made that mistake. I bought the really, really cheap one. And I threw out my shoulder the first day. One of them broke, completely could not undo it, had to break the plastic after making about 50 of them. So ended up throwing that out. I still have the large button maker, but I only need to make a few large buttons. So I'm gonna try it. Okay, so I almost threw out my shoulder trying to do the first button maker. This button maker, I don't have to do crap. It cost me $200 some odd for it. Granted, it came with buttons and other stuff too, but $200 some odd for this thing. But it is worth it. I don't care. It's 4 times the price. If you're gonna do buttons, invest the money. That's all I'm gonna say. I think all in all, I'm in for like $550 between buttons and keychains for both machines, and I can easily make that with this. So I'm not feeling bad about it. But it was night and day. I used the first one and I'm just like, and I'm like, my shoulder was hurting. I had to stop. I didn't break myself. Don't worry, nerdy. My shoulder was hurting after doing it for a while. This, I've probably made just as many buttons. They're so much better quality wise. And they don't exhaust me, and it's gorgeous. It's just the best. So if you've never made buttons before, they're pretty simple actually. I got my first button maker after my grandfather passed away. He was really, really passionate about button making at one point. I know that seems weird, especially when you know that he's like a John Wayne fan, and on top of that, he like would watch westerns and stuff like that. Like, he is not someone you would guess would be like, ooh, buttons. But he was really, really excited about his button maker. And now his was from the same company, but it was like a hand press. So it was still pretty easy compared to the cheap crap that I did buy first. But That was the first button maker I got. It was the one thing I fondly remember about him was him being so excited about starting his button making business out of his workshop. Mind you, this is guy, we have, let's see, a custom built chest. We have 2 of those. We have 2 like wooden chests built by him. One was supposed to be a toy box. One was like a antique or like a collect. Like my mom would just like store like blankets and stuff in it. But it was we had 2 of them growing up. He made a custom barn. He made 2 custom doll houses that I know of. He probably made more because he had a lot of granddaughters. But he made, as far as I know, every granddaughter their own. I think there was one great granddaughter there at one too. He made custom picture frames for my mom when she first moved into her house. Like he was a very, very, he was your definition of a woodworker, but it was also a woodworker who took shortcuts. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, he made some really cool stuff over the years. So the button maker was, I think, what was so funny to me was that it's so different because it was a lot of graphics. And he built a lot of stuff for the Chippewa Nation up in Wisconsin, because that's where he's from. And he just loved it. Like it was just to see him so excited. To see him so excited about something that it was just a side of him I never saw. So I took his button maker because I was a graphic design teacher. I just really had started. I was like, I'm going to put it to use. I'm going to use it. And my mom also wanted it. So she never put it to use, but I did. I wore that thing out. It broke. And that's why I haven't made buttons in forever. But then as time went on, I wanted to make buttons again. So I got this one after I got the one that sucked. And I remember just how much fun it is for me. Like, it's not... When it comes to making the buttons, it's fairly easy. The hardest part is lining. Boom. Button. That easy. It takes no time. Now, granted, it took me 5 hours to pre-make all these. These are all Pokemon cards that I cut up. All extra bulk. That's what I use the bulk for with B&B, with Brick and Mortar Studio. Which, you know, might as well use it.
Daddy said don't, but I said I'm gonna misbehaving. I'm on a windowsill swimming in the creek, catching crawdads and playing with a stick. I wore lipstick and I got caught shaving. Just 2 little country kids outside misbehaving.
My wife was singing that for like a week straight. So yeah, so I've been making buttons and keychains for Brick and Board Studio. And as you can see, they're not, once you get them cut, it's actually a pretty quick process. But this was Sunday and Monday. I know she got stuck in my head for a few days. It was kind of crazy. She kept playing it over and over again. And then I added the sound, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do TikTok," and I can't even use our PC during that time, or the PC during that time, because we haven't been around for long enough. Ooh, I like this one. That's a cutie. So this was Sunday and Monday night. I just sat with the Pokemon cards. What was that? Oh, it's my controller. And I just kept going. Just kept going and going and going. And... Oop, I misaligned that one. That's alright. Oop, too far. Go back to sleep. There we go. There we go. Okay, this one is good. So yeah, I spent, it was while we were watching, let's see, it was a lot. Last of Us, we watched Righteous Gemstones. What else did we watch? I think I watched 4 or 5 episodes of Parks and Rec and 1 or 2 episodes of Veep. And while they were all going on, that's what I was doing, was cutting these little circles. I was like, the next time I do something, I'm gonna have it and I'm gonna be real excited about it and it's gonna be great. And then today I was like, ooh, I have all those cutouts. I'm just gonna make buttons on stream today. And then I remembered I had a little stand so I could put up the I could put up the camera a little bit better. It's not a great angle, but the cord's only so long. And I'm starting with buttons because I need to wake up a little bit before I go and do keychains. Because keychains are a little bit of a pain. They're not horrible. They're not like the worst thing ever. But there's one little more. When you have a process like this, there's a lot more to it with a keychain. Because you have to do basically this process. And then you have to get the keychain attached. And that's the hard part, is the keychain, getting the keychain attached. And so what I've been doing with the buttons is I'm making some specialty packs that my wife is doing as giveaways. So I have an all hollows pack. It's 5 holographic pins. So they all have holographics on it. That'll be a giveaway at some point. Then I found Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath. I had them all in there. I think they were even from the same series. And so I put those together as one. And I was like, oh, I could do other evolutions. That would be so cool. Where you get the trio. Or like, Urshifu. Fighting style, with both fighting styles, so rapid style and what was the other one? As well as Kung Fu. I could do something like that, and I have a bunch of the Urshifu ones because I got them on sale from Sam's Club a long time ago. So I was, yeah, that was the other side. Is I was thinking about like, how can I make other batches of things? So, like right now, I see that I had 2 different styles of Quaxley, and I had Quaxwell. So I was like, oh, that's a good trio. Because I mean, there's gonna be ones that are just gonna be too hard to come by, like any of the. At least to the point where I can cut them up and sell and get rid of them. Because, you know, no one's going to want to... I'm not going to be able to get, for instance, an EX where I'm gonna feel okay to cut it up. In some sets, that's all it is. So it's gonna be like, I'll have two different art styles. So this one's a holographic. Slower, there we go. This one's a holographic. Then you have this other one of Quaxley. And then it would have the second. Because I'm not gonna be able to get a starter, the third tier. Same thing with Flake Coco's line. Like, I'm just not gonna be able to get those right now. It's hard for people to get Pokemon cards in general. And so, you know, that's like the fun of it all. That's why my wife and I have been keeping the prices as pretty low as we can right now. Personally, I would like to sell them at MSRP. Just constantly. Let everyone else ebb and flow and fight over it. And let me just sell, please. That's my mentality right now. Is let's just enjoy the game. But all week my wife has been chasing a card. She's looking for the Furret. There's a full art Furret where it looks basically like it's like super cute. And so we located some ETBs today. And we were able to each get one ETB today. And the kids were kind of annoyed that they had to go out and get more Pokemon cards because they don't get to open any of them. But this one was for us. This wasn't for our business. For this reason. And I got one, she got one. Yep, she's full art Furret hunting. And I don't really open my cards on stream. It's just kind of for me. I can, but I just don't, you know, I do it for me for the most part. She's doing the online streaming. I'm doing kind of the organizing and all that fun stuff. I'm working behind the scenes on that because I have Addquote Hero, so doing that twice as much would be exhausting at this point in my life, and I'll probably do it more once college starts or the summer hits and I have space to do both. Anyway, so I'm opening up mine and going through, and I made a joke because in one of the packs there was a Furret. It was not the Furret she was looking for. It was the just standard Furret. And so I made a joke. I said, "Oh, I found the Furret." And she's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." And I showed her it, and she's like, "Shut up." And then we were going through them, and I get to the last one, and my son, Awkward Axolotl, has said, "Hey, Dad, last pack magic." I said, "Oh, yeah?" He's like, "Yeah, Mom always says it." I said, "You're right, she does." I said, "Okay, I need you to tap it three times." No, it's not worth anything. She could literally go buy it. It's like worth like $5. It's not. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not worth that much. She just wants it. She loves it. So he taps on it 3 times, and then I go and I open it, and I said, okay. What do you think it's going to be? I think it was a steal, and he said, like, water. I was like, okay. And we flipped it, and he was wrong. I was like, okay, that doesn't mean it would still have that last pack magic. And he's like, yeah. So I'm going through it, and the card slips, and I see the back card. And I'm like, oh, it's not it. Okay. So I reshuffle it because he's really excited. He's really excited because last pack magic. And so we're going through the cards. And I get to like I see the first reverse, and I go to the next one, and it's the full art Furret. And I wasn't expecting it because I saw the back card. So I was like, oh, it's not it. And I open it. It's literally the second to last card on my last pack. She's opened like 100 packs and hasn't seen one. I opened 10. I've opened 10 Journey Together packs. The 9 in my ETB and one other. And I opened it in 10. So I am convinced she is right. It just does not want to reveal to her. I said, oh my fucking God. She's like, what? I said, I got the Furret. She's like, you're screwing with me. I said, no, I'm not. And I showed it to her, and she got so excited. She enjoyed it. She's elated now. But it's just really funny. It was just really funny. Because she's opened probably 100 packs, and she just wanted to see it. She didn't care if someone else got it. She just wanted to see it. She thought it was fake at one point because she had opened so many and not seen it once. Enjoy the ads. So yeah, that was a good time. That was a real fun time for sure. So she has it now. It's in a case. She's really happy about it. Excuse you, boat. Sorry to interrupt. What is this? Oh, this is the buffalo one. I don't really like that. Yeah, I love it for her too. She's happy about it. I think she's a little disappointed that I opened it, but okay, I know she's a little disappointed I opened it because she told me so. But she's happy about it. I think I'm going to take that one in to be graded just for her so she can have it encapsulated. That didn't feel great. Why didn't it? Uh-oh. What's going on? What's going on? That felt more right. Nope. Let's try a different one. See if that makes the difference. Sometimes this happens. My black cat would give my husband the cold shoulder. Yeah, I mean, I think she wanted to, but she also was really happy that she got it. Nope, it's not the... Uh-oh. Let's see if we can pop this out. We got one that's stuck. It happens. Oh, did I not put a shell down? Is that maybe why? No, I'm pretty sure I feel the shell. Nope, I forgot the shell.
Damn! Wait.
Pad Bay in with the suspe. I forgot the shell. Come on, guys. You're supposed to keep me accountable. Lose the glasses. I'm blind. I'm blind. I can't see a thing. I'm all alone. There's no one to... Anyways. Hi, Padme. Hope you're doing well. I was sad I missed you on Sunday because I was busy lifing and watching my Walking Dead Padme. It's kind of become a Sunday ritual for me. I'll do it while I record awkward jokes, which I didn't do this week. There we go. That's more right. That's 100% right. There it is. It's a cutie. All right. I think we've warmed up. We're going to do some keychains now. And I'm going to be annoyed. We're going to first crimp a bunch because that's the easy part. And then we'll do the annoying part. All right, we need some good ones though. All right. If there's any requests for ones to create, let me know and I'll see what I can do. It is just a hodgepodge. Let's see, that's a good one. That's a good one. But if you have a Pokemon you like, because these are going to become for sale at some point. Ooh, the Palmy. He's real cute. I like this one as a keychain. A cute one. I got quite a few cute ones. Hi, Desert Rose. How you doing? Ooh, a Bellsprout. Bellsprouts are popular. Sure. This one doesn't feel right. I have a whole new stack. I've got more. I've got some that I haven't punched out either. This is my to punch bin. Those are all cards I have to go through and punch. Including some that I just added last night. Ooh, the Togekiss might be cute. The Rowlet. Ooh, this Sleepy Smoliv. Oh, you too, Lillipup. You're coming out. Let's see. I hope they're cute anyway. I can only kind of see them. Doggo. That would be a good one. I have so many to go through. A Rowlet? I think I've used all my Rowlets. I do have a Caterpie. That one's cute. Ooh, the Abra. And a Squirtle. I think I used all my Rowlets already. I made like 3 or 4 more pins of Rowlet. Furret. No, not the Furret. Not the elusive Furret from Awkward Wife. For Awkward Wife. Do I have
Awkward Wife has entered the stream.
Hi, Awkward Wife. It's like you knew I said your name. I think I used all the Rowlets. I'm sure I have more coming. There's so many more cards I gotta go through. That's what I was doing last night. I didn't feel like sitting down and punching these. Because this thing is great. This thing is great. It's my hole puncher. But it also kills my hands after a while. And I did like Probably 200 or so. Yeah, I don't have any rowlets right now. At least not that I can see. I'm gonna keep an eye out on a rowlet. I've got quite a few cards to still go through. We got some that we'll do now. We got some cuties. We got this ferret, this Squirtle. This is the one I'm really excited about. It's like a 3D, it's hard to see it. 3D one. Where are your glasses? They were taken away. You're a rowlet. They were taken away. Padbay punished me by redeeming her channel points. Alright, so this is how I make them from scratch if I have the card. The first thing I normally do is cut the card, but in this case I don't have any scissors with me. Actually, I probably do somewhere, but I don't need this to be precise. I just need this cut off. So I take off that. And then I line up the image. Shouldn't be doing a new card without glasses. And we'll see what happens. Get that to look pretty. And then pop goes the weasel. Or the ferret. And then we have our keyring. Oh my gosh, the PTSD that sentence gives me. Alright, so we have a Hoppip in already. So we're going to go ahead and do that one first. And we'll do some of these other ones that I pulled up. Not that one, yes. I think visually I just like that one. So instead of the pin back, oh gosh, that would have been bad. Let's close that. Instead of the pin back, I use these little rings, and that's how we get the key ring on. So we're just gonna press them first and get them all set up. And then I'll do the hard part when I get my glasses back. Alright, then we'll do this. Let's say Padbay has a lot of points, so she could probably take away my glasses for an entire stream if she wanted to. Alright, there we go. See, with my grandpa's button maker, I don't know that I could do this without glasses. Alright, Desert Rose wants to name a duck. So let's go and name a duck. Alright, here are all the ducks we have. Let's pull up the collection. So we have this one. And then we have more and more pages. So what kind of duck are you looking for? Pick one for me. Let's see. Desert Rose. Desert Rose. See, I gotta first familiarize. See, I've got one for your partner. That one would be perfect for him.
La sensibile diminuzione sul nord Italia con valori di primato del freddo, -14 osservate Bolzano, Aosta, -11 Torino, -10 Cuneo.
Tamagotchi one is kind of calling me for it. I don't know why.
E adesso direi di passare immediatamente alla teleimmagine del satellite meteosat sull'Italia, eccola per mostrarvi. Il gran freddo, il gelo, ma il tutto secco.
I get freaked out every time the Spanish station comes
La
on.
pianura padana, ma il cielo sereno, l'arco delle Alpi nevato. Poi praticamente dall'altezza di Rimini.
See, I'm looking for something that's kind and chaotic, just like desert. Or a desert rose, if there was a literal desert rose, but I don't think there is one.
È poco diverso da quello attuale. Immaginate oggi tutte queste osservazioni.
This one right here. This one screams desert rose to me. I just want to capitalize rose. That one, right there. It's a little pink and it's a little pop. Punk rock. How'd I do? Do I pass? Name another duck. All right. All right, nerdy. Which duck are we naming? Unicorn ducky. Do you recall where that was? There's so many of them. Never mind. I found it. There it is. Nerdy nurse. $90. There it is. All right. So we go. We save. There, you are permanently. Your ducks are permanently attached to my game for the rest of forever, and it will. No matter which version we play, it'll always have your name above that duck. It is forever yours, just like a real adoption. So, hopefully you chose the right one. Alright, we're going to go back to the build cam. There we go. Yeah, this isn't the best angle for this. But I've got to figure out where to put that camera. Eventually. That's an eventual problem. Yeah, they're right there. Pre-cuts, go away. Okay. Get some more rings. Drop the ring in. See, this part's the easy part. This part's the easy part. Getting them on the backs, that's easy. Getting them on the keyring, that's a different story. But I'm gonna use I'm gonna make the 100 that I bought. Because I hate myself, I guess. Such is the life of crafting, I guess. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do awesome. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna make some awesome things. Alright, we got those 4. Just keep pressing them. I've still got these ones to cut up. Okay, I definitely want to do the Squirtle and the Abra. Squirtle for me. It's not even for the business. It's for me. Just look at that. He's just... I know the light's not great. I can go... It's like it's too bright on that one. But look at him. He's adorable. He's adorable. Perfect. So we got that one. And then this Abra. This Abra needs... This Abra... See, if I can find the right artwork, it's worth the headache. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that light's too bright. This one's kind of dark. What's funny is it has a couple other things of trash in here, but this is my bin of burned Pokemon cards. It was in the sealed case that we... So that's all the scrap I've done in the last week. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I think he's a cutie pie. I'm really excited about both of these. But the Squirtles for me. I have more of those Squirtles. So I'm not... I don't feel bad keeping one for myself. I'll write off the 50 cents. Okay, and then a piece of Mylar. Beautiful. So yeah, I have a few different projects I'm trying to work on, but one of the projects has the 3D printing projects have to take a kind of a sit back right now because my 30-day tutorial expired, and apparently me saving my projects on my school account would not be a wise idea right now since I'm gonna lose it soon. But so I've got to wait. I was going to do some 3D printing projects, and I have to wait on those right now. So that's why I've been doing button making. Okay, so we got the Squirtle, we got the Abra. Got 6 right now. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we'll finish these. Who knows? Maybe I'll order a bunch for Awkward Hero and give them out. Give them out at TwitchCon instead of my coin idea I was gonna do. Even though I did get the RFID stickers, but again I have to wait now because I procrastinated just a little bit too much. Procrastinating meaning I did other projects. I didn't really procrastinate it. I was waiting for the RFID tags, and then they didn't. They showed up after my tutorial, my temporary thing, my trial. That's the word I was looking for. Scoot that over just a smidge. There we go. All right. Oh, it's all right. By doing it on stream, I'm not gonna quit midway, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm gonna finish these. I'll finish these keychains, and then I'll be like, these suck, and then I'll get through it, and I'll have a good time. And then I'll try again later, and then I'll do it again, and it'll happen again and again, and this is the cycle of streaming. I will say I did treat myself recently. I got my Twitch payout, and as a reward to myself, I got the game that looked really cool that I watched Jackie K play the other day. Outbound. which I'm just realizing I should install on my computer so I can play it when I want to play it. But yeah, so they just released the alpha to people, and it cost me more, about as much as I would spend on a AAA game, but to me, worth it. This game looked so much fun. So yeah, we'll be playing it on stream soon enough. I'm really excited about it. But it was my Twitch payout to me. And then I put the other, I think, $20 away. But yeah, I'm excited about it. For those who don't know what Outbound is, it's a open world game where you basically live the life of driving around in a buggy, and you explore the world and unlock stuff, and I'm really excited. There was quite a few other games I was going to buy with my Twitch payout, and I could probably get one more. But that was one. Once I saw it, I was like, that has to be one I get. It just screamed addquote. And yes, we will be playing it on stream soon enough. Probably after I finish Stardew. Or next month. Maybe it'll be our game next month that we play. We haven't been really doing much of a game this month. But I am... I mean... I'm going through the... What's it called? Stardew pretty quickly. I thought it was going to take me like 6 months. I've gotten through it. Exploring the wilderness. Roar. Exactly. I'd love to explore some wilderness. That's not even a euphemism. I like camping. I just haven't. I think we got rid of a lot of our. We didn't want to, but I think we ended up having to get rid of some of it because of the move. And now we're going to another place. So, well, we'll be close. We'd be closer to Arizona, and I know where to camp there. That's my problem. I know where to camp in Arizona. Whereas I don't necessarily know where to camp anywhere else. Do this last one just as a pin. And then we're going to put the button maker away. And do phase 2. Making the keychain. Oh yeah. Alright. Shifu. Or Urshifu? Yeah. Urshifu. Mylar. Boom. Boom. Button made. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 buttons made today. And now we're going to work on 10 keychains. 10? Yeah. 2, 3, 6, 9, 11 keychains we're going to work on. But these are all good ones. Houndor is probably the only one I'm like, I don't know. Okay, this is the biggest pain, is these things. This is why I hate this. Alright, we need 11 of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. To get a container for them. Alright. Now, we're going to set you guys aside for right now. Move you into the bin. We'll need you. We'll need you. We're going to close this up because finding Mylar when it falls on the floor is hard. Okay. So, where are my needle nose? Needle nose! Needle nose! There you are. Alright, so the hardest part about this is I have to split the ring apart, but not too much, just enough to get them out. Now, if you don't know this about me, I lost dexterity in my hand a long time ago because some idiot told me to hold a piece of metal and almost lost my thumb. So that's why I don't like doing this. It's not really that hard. Because, of course, right now it's going super easy. This is the easiest one I've ever done. Okay. This is the pain, is resealing it. But, of course, this is going like the smoothest it's gone ever. This is literally the easiest one. Maybe it's just not putting the... Yeah, there we go. Normally I've been putting this on first, putting on the pin first, but now I'm wondering if I put it on last, if that's the better way to go. Of course, I do the one that's for me first. There it is. Key ring. So yeah, we ordered 100 of these to give it a shot. I'll probably order some more again because they're not that bad, but they're not great either. And it's just literally coming down to making sure I don't over tweak anything. But first I need to sell some. That would be good. In order to sell them, I have to put them on the website. So I needed to make my stock first. So between these and then I'm also going to make these. So our pins, you can't actually choose the pins you want. It would be way too much for the quantity I'm going to be making of pins. And then enjoy your lurk. The quantity I'm going to make of pins paired with the fact that we also give them for every purchase. The bags are just random. But I think for the key rings, because they're individual and they're specific to Pokemon, I think I'm gonna have to list these but it'll be like by Pokemon. So it'll be like Bellsprout. So it's kind of better that I make them first, so that way I can just create a bunch of variety. But my mentality is to basically make cute ones first. I mean, I really envision this because the whole idea is Awkward Wife and I will have a brick and mortar at some point. Some point in the future. Right now, Rip and Ship is just phase 1. Hoping to expand at some point. And we've talked about this for a long time, so that's part of it. And so I envision this as like the thing you get, you put it by the counter. in the retail store. For me, I've been envisioning this for about 4 years. It's one of the reasons why I started streaming. Was the whole idea of the retail store was it was going to be a place for people to come trade cards, you know, same thing you'd find at GameStop, but also be like a space where, you know, I invite streamers to come in and they give master classes on how to stream and have a space for people to rent out if they want a stream space to play games where the computer is just maintained and, you know, similar to how TwitchCon has those computers available. Now, granted, I haven't thought about how that logistically works beyond I want to do it, but I thought it would be just kind of that cool little, environment, if you will, to see. Alright. See, you all are holding me accountable here. Get these done. Get these done.
Ogni famiglia è composta da un maschio e 5 femmine, ognuna delle quali reproduce da 1 a 3 animali per cucciolata.
Come on. There we go. All right. A little pup. You got yours. So yeah, that's one day what these will be. But I like that and of course as we expand to new opportunities like magic and stuff, probably make some. I made some energies the other day. They came out pretty nice. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting them to. I wasn't expecting them to. Because circles are always hard to encapsulate in a circle. Oh, that's what happens. All right, come on. Split just a little bit. alright. It'll hold. Let's see. Let's put you on there. Hondur. Oh, there we go. No! Alright. Ring.
Il calcare graffia e graffio dopo graffio rovina il tuo bucato come rovina.
There we go. That's pretty good. Yep. There we go. Yeah, bro. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more to go. And slide to the left, slide to the right. I didn't bend this enough. There we go. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new here, my name is addquote Hero. I'm a variety streamer on the internet who likes to make stuff. We've done 3D printing. We've done button making, keychain building. These right now I'm building for mine and my wife's shop, Brick and Board Studio. So these will actually become for sale soon enough. Soon enough. Almost. Probably once I get this set done tonight. I'll take pictures of them tomorrow. Get them listed on the website. You can find us on TikTok. For those interested. As you can see, these are handmade, but our Pokemon cards are not. Though we did end up getting swindled out of some cards when we tried to buy. It looked legit, it seemed legit, and we thought we were ordering from the same company we just ordered from. Who got us the Journey Together ones, which were legit. It's a whole different company promoted under the same account. So, yeah, had to file fraud charges with my credit card company. It was not fun. But yeah. That was a good time there. All right. 3 more. I'm probably going to call it a night. Pretty productive night. Might be doing this for a few more Mondays. As well. The next few Mondays. Just while I get through all the stock we have. I have easily 300, 400 Pokemon cards that I've already prepped. Then tie in all the ones that are partially prepped. Yeah. We got a lot. We got a lot to do. Alright, that's probably the best one I've cinched so far. Alright, get that popped in. Palmy, you're good to go. You guys can kind of see them. But I'm just trying to get through this week. After this week, I've said this a few times, I think, on stream, but this week and next week, and then I'll be good for the next month. I'll be really good because it'll be Star Wars season 2. This week, next week, this week and then next week, and then I'll probably have 1 to 2 good weeks of just kind of low key. Oh no, it's an ad break. And then it's smooth sailing from there. My boss pointed out today that I only have to work 5 more lunch duties. 5 more lunch duties, and then I'll probably never have to do it again. At least that's what we're both hoping. He's also leaving. He is also leaving to go do safety compliance or something. His was unexpected. Mine was expected. They knew I was leaving. Well, I told my principal. My principal knew when he hired me. But they knew for sure I was leaving in October. I had already kind of communicated it out. I got letters of rec from everyone. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think we're gonna be calling it a night now. That was actually the smoothest this process has ever gone with keyrings, so maybe I just need to do them on stream. And it'll be fine. Get them on my finger to add them to the stock. Squirtle will stick with me. All the rest. I'll have to make another Squirtle for the website. I'm gonna make I have a Charmander card that I know will look really good with it. I have another one of these Squirtles, which will looks really good. I'm really happy with the Squirtle. And I think I have a couple Bulbasaurs. No, I don't have any Bulbasaurs right now. But that's the fun part. So if you're ever someone who doesn't know what to do with their Pokemon bulk, send it to me. I'll put it to good use. I'll put it to good use. I'll even make you something. Alrighty. Let's go see a friend. Who do we got going? Who do we got going? Welcome back from the ads, guys. Unfortunately, we're leaving. We're gonna raid out. Let's find